Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my screen first. Very good afternoon to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Leon for inviting me to this talk. Also, thank you for everybody's time to join our webinar. Okay, I'm Ashley from Faculty of Arts and Science, Computer Science Program from IUMW, okay, International University of Malaya, Wales. And today I'm going to share the topic of simple is beautiful towards light machine learning predictions to you. And let's look at our, okay, so today our main focus is on how to make the prediction simple and easy while everybody can venture into AI. Okay, so first of all, what is AI? I believe from many sources you have heard of the terms AI and also have gotten some understanding the definition of AI. Okay, so today I just here in this session I just walk you through the fundamental concept of AI. Then I will demonstrate to you. Okay, layman, everybody also can create a simple piece of AI model. Okay, so AI by the computer scientist John McCarthy. He said the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. While Alan Turing, another Greek computer scientist, okay, quote AI as conditions for considering a machine to be intelligent. So we can look at the two definitions, okay. The common term that appear is intelligent. The other term is machine, okay. So intelligent means simulating humans' learning behavior, okay. Human learn. Human is an intelligent creature. So how we want to make the machine to pick up the learning skill like human. That is the ultimate purpose of AI. Okay, so by consolidating all the definition from different computer scientists throughout the years, so we can come to the conclusion. AI is to design and develop a machine that think like human, act like human, think rationally, and act rationally. Okay, the highlight here in AI is think rationally and act rationally. Because think like human, act like human, yes, we can create or design a machine that simulate humans' learning behavior. But human make mistakes sometimes. So, okay, how to overcome this limitation? Then the term rationally come in. Rationale. What is rationale? Okay, what to be achieved when we want to design a rationale machine that think rationally and act rationally. Not only thinking, but also act rationally. Rationale means from the perspective of computer science and mathematics, rationale means we have a goal, okay? And the machine will work towards the goal, to achieve the goal, okay? So how we formulate the goal from the computer science perspective or mathematics perspective, it must be something measurable, okay? So when there is something is measurable, then we can only know how far we are away from the goal and whether we have achieved the goal, okay? So from the mathematical perspective, okay, we will put a formula to represent our goal, okay? And we call it a model. So the step-by-step or the procedure to work towards the goal, okay? So that is an algorithm. And the summary for the definition is our ultimate goal in AI is to design a machine that think rationally and act rationally. Okay, we are not only looking for a solution, but we want to optimize our goal or optimize our objective. We are looking for the best solution. Okay, just like in our daily mobile app application. Okay, the Google Map, the Waze. Okay, they are not giving you the different alternative road to reach your destination, but they suggest to you the best road. Okay. Okay. So after understanding the alternate objective of AI, why do we learn AI? Okay, now let us look into what is inside AI. So how to develop an intelligent machine that think rationally and act rationally. So I just share with you a simple design. Okay, so let us look at our left side. We have a figure. Okay, so this is environment. So a system. What is the difference between an ordinary system with an intelligent system? Okay, both systems need an environment to act on, right? Okay, just like a fish, they need the environment. Okay, water in the aquarium, be it in the river or sea. Okay, so same with our system, or we call it machine. Okay, so environment, and this is our machine. Okay, or machine, or we can call it software or hardware. If we are designing a hardware, then we call it robot. Okay, and our intelligent system is not limited to the hardware, means the physical robot, but we also have software like Waze, Google Map. Okay, so they are software robot, so we call them agent. Okay, so agent is an intelligent software entity. Okay, so okay, for to design an intelligent agent, okay, first of all, the criteria is there must be sensor and effector. Okay, so sensor is to get the information from the environment, perceive. Okay, and after perceive, then the intelligent creature, okay, need to process, just like we human, right? So our sensor is our vision. Okay, and then the processing unit is our brain. Then we, after processing, we have to act on our action. Okay, act upon the situation. Okay, and from the environment, via our action, then we get feedback from the environment. Then we perceive again, but this time, okay, based on the feedback, we will update our learning model. Okay, that is where human pick up learning, same with machine. Okay, so that is the idea of the intelligent system design. Okay, so what is inside? Let us zoom in again. Okay, so this is an environment, and then via the sensor, the machine will perceive, okay, the information from the environment. If the ordinary system, a software or a hardware, right? So after perceiving, then they just go through the step-by-step, okay, preset or predefined procedure to act upon the environment. But different from the ordinary or traditional system, intelligent agent will do further processing, like, for example, reasoning. Okay, while we cannot find in any automation. Okay, automation is just enable the machine to conduct a routine work, okay, by the predefined program. But intelligent agent, okay, they will go further, go for further analysis. like they study the state, where am I? Okay, the machine will ask himself, where am I? Then how the world evolve, okay, what my action do, okay, if I take this action, what is the consequence? So they will do an analysis, and from the computer science perspective, we call it heuristic, means choose the best among all the options. Okay, why choose the best? Because we want to optimize our goal. We want to take the best out from the situation. Okay, so act rationally is doing the right thing. Okay, that which is expected to maximize goal achievement and given the available information. So this is a cycle. Okay, so the more the agent interact with the environment, the more experience the agent collects, and then the reasoning system will become more and more powerful. And there are subset of AI. So when you heard of the term artificial intelligence, after this session, you should be able to explain to people when people ask you, what is AI? Then you just list out the 4 important points, right? Design a machine that act like human, think like human, act rationally, and think rationally. So of course, to enable this type of system design, we need the reasoning. Just now I mentioned reasoning, right? How to make the machine, okay, able to reason the situation, understand what is the state and what should be acted. Okay, so there are few the sub areas of AI like machine learning. So when we come across the term AI, it is a big umbrella. Under this umbrella, we have machine learning, we have artificial neural network, predictive analytics. Okay, there is a difference between analysis and analytic. So next time when people ask you what's the difference between data analysis and data analytic, okay, that would be another topic actually. But here I just cover briefly. Data analysis is you have the historical data. So you analyze the data, okay, what caused this event to happen. So you go back to your historical data, then you do the analysis, okay. But analytic is you do the forecast with the available information at your hand. Then not only you understand the cause and effect, but you also can go further, do a forecast for your could be if it is applied in the business the domain. So it is forecasting the sales, okay, forecasting the weather. Okay, there are many items we can do a forecasting. Okay, deep learning and expert knowledge system. So these are all the subsets of AI that make the AI whole. Okay, whole means a machine that can act rationally and think rationally. Okay, and our focus today, our topic is simple is beautiful. How to create a light prediction by using machine learning algorithm. Okay, so how to simulate humans' learning capability is to understand how humans cognitive, okay, process the thinking, okay, how human pick up learning. So all this how actually is a process, okay, and process when it comes to when it is translated to a computer science term, we call it algorithm, means it's a step by step to complete the task, right? It is a process. Okay, so there are areas that we can apply prediction, such as healthcare, okay, to do the diagnosis, sales and marketing, fraud detection, like a credit card transaction, right? So nowadays we can use, instead of human effort to study line by line each transaction, we can create one small program or model or algorithm to detect the abnormal transaction. Okay, this one is for banking normally. Then content recommendation, like you buy things, okay, from Amazon. So when you buy a book, okay, with the title of Java programming, for example, so you can see the below, okay, there is a line saying, okay, people who buy this book might also be interested in the following book. So how the website is so smart, so intelligent to pick up your preference actually while you are browsing, okay? So there is a algorithm working behind the scene, we call it crawler, to collect your information, your keystroke, okay, your browsing history, your search keyword. Then from there, they apply the machine learning algorithm to pick up your preference. Then we have equipment maintenance, like in aircraft, to study the fatigue life of an aeroplane, okay, and to schedule the maintenance accordingly. And virtual assistants nowadays, for example, okay, in medical field, we have the remote surgery. So instead of the doctor must be presence at the hospital, okay, at the particular location to do the surgery, okay, he can do it remotely. So because of the advent of all this technology, so it makes our the life better. Because okay, last time we need an expert from, could be a European country or far away, okay, and then he need to travel all the way to Malaysia, okay, to do the surgery, okay. Instead, nowadays he can administer all the process from distance, okay, by just using the robot arm, okay, by he controlling from the screen. And then in Malaysia or somewhere, okay, at the location, okay, somewhere in Asia region, then they can, okay, the robot can help, the robot arm can help to conduct this surgery. Okay, now let us look at the machine learning. Just now, as I mentioned, okay, healthcare, sales and marketing, banking, e-commerce, aircraft maintenance, or virtual assistants, okay? So they are using the artificial intelligence technology to help them to accomplish their tasks, okay? But how all these smart machine can act so smart or intelligent, right? So just now, I mentioned the keyword reasoning. The difference between a smart machine and a no smart machine is the ability to reason, okay? But what makes the machine is able to reason, okay? Just like human by nature, we have this capability, okay? But machine, we need to train them, okay? So the mechanism behind the smart machine, actually, they are activated by or they are powered by the machine learning algorithms. So we have a lot of different algorithms, okay? We are not only confined to one, okay? So if you learn computer science, okay, and then when you come into the topic of machine learning, you will pick up different types of learning techniques, okay? So one of them is a k-nearest neighbor algorithm, okay? And each of the learning technique, actually, they are just different way of learning. Just like, okay, for me, I learn via reading, okay? But perhaps another person, right? He has to learn by experience. So even though human, we also have different types of learning path, okay? So for machine learning, So we have different types of learning technique. Okay, one of them is k-nearest neighbor algorithm, then support vector machine, artificial neural network, and decision tree. So these are different learning technique, and we do not conclude which technique is better than the other technique, because it depends on the problem that you are solving. Okay, so some types of problem, they decision tree, okay, is more appropriate, but some problems it is suitable to apply k-nearest neighbor or artificial neural network. Okay, it depends on the situation. That is why in computer science, okay, the core technique we are learning is a problem solving skill. Your problem solving skill is very important, okay, because we don't apply one solution to fit to all situation. It depends, just like a doctor, right? So, and a doctor also cannot just use one prescription and apply to all different patients, right? Even though different patients, okay, they also have their own personal condition, okay? So this is the same concept applied to a computer scientist, okay? So you should be trained in a problem solving skill and be more dynamic, okay? So now here, I would like to share with you. So among all the learning technique, okay, I just take out one of them and share with you how this learning technique works, so you can get a brief concept on, oh, okay, so machine learning, AI, why the machine or the software can be so smart. Okay, actually these are the learning mechanism working behind them. Okay, so the algorithm I would like to share is a k-nearest neighbor algorithm. For example, okay, so just now the sensor and the actuator, right? So we have sensor basically nowadays, like even IoT, we also learn the different types of sensor and then the actuator, right? So sensor is to get the information from the environment. For example, you have two categories of data, right? Okay, this category is vegetables, this category is fruits, for example. Okay, so category A is X2, category B is X1. Okay, so now there is a random point coming in suddenly, undefined object here. So then you ask the machine, can you identify what is this undefined object, right? So if the machine is powered by the k-nearest neighbor algorithm, then his learning process, his reasoning process will be like this. First of all, okay, he will, the k means a number. This it depends on what number you want to assign. Of course, we have a technique. But in future, if you learn computer science, you will learn how to give the best value for k. But at this moment, I just share with you, let's say k is 5, okay? So 5 nearest neighbor among these undefined object, okay? So you identify by human's eyes, of course, you can see this point, this point, this point, this point, right? Okay, but now you yourself is an intelligent creature. Of course, you can by naked eyes, you know, actually your eyes is a sensor. So you are perceiving this point is nearer to this undefined object. This point is nearer to the undefined object. Okay, but for a machine, of course, we have a calculation to identify, to detect the nearest point, right? We call it Euclidean distance. So Euclidean distance means, okay, let's say this point has a coordinate, okay? So every single point has a coordinate, okay? So you use this, the coordinate of this point to minus the coordinate of this point. This is how you calculate the Euclidean distance, okay? So you identify the 5 points with the Euclidean distance nearest to this point. This is undefined, okay? So the next step, you can identify, or the machine, okay? The machine can identify these are the 5 nearest points. Okay, now next step is to calculate. For among these 5 points, right, out of these 5, 3 are from category A, 2 are from category B. So finally, the machine can conclude that the very high chances this undefined point belongs to category A. Okay, so this is k nearest neighbor. Of course, when you apply artificial neural network, they can also give you the conclusion, but they use different way of reasoning. Okay, so this is one of the example of how the machine is doing reasoning. Before I continue with the content of Bachelor of Computer Science, I would like to do a small demo to you so that you, this is a take-home gift. So when you go back, then you also can install the small piece of software. Then you can create your own smart or intelligent software, okay, a model. And today we learn a small brain, okay? When you are in computer science in future, then you will learn a greater brain, okay? So now I unshare my screen first because I'm going to show you a small piece of program. This program is called Orange, okay? Not Apple. So you can just search for, you type Orange data science, okay? Then you can locate the website for this program. This program is an open source developed by a university's research team, okay? So you install it, okay? By no cost. This is open the open source software. Okay. Today I just picked a small scenario to show you. Okay. Let the machine to differentiate whether an item is a vegetables or a fruit. Okay. So now I just create a file here. Then from here, I just go to my data. Okay, this one. And I close it. Okay, what data is inside? So to view the data, then I create a table. And I just, by no programming at all, okay? Every layman can create a small smart model. Okay, so this is the data set. Okay, I'm showing you like with the name like apple, apricot, avocado, banana. So all these, either they are vegetables or they are fruits. Okay, these are the attributes, means their characteristic, their properties, like vitamin A, okay, vitamin C percentage, calcium percentage, iron percentage. Okay, so then
much of the data. I think we're only seeing some numbers in the
screen. Okay. Yeah, I think I should share my screen is better. Okay, here.
Let's stop.
Yeah, can you see my data now?
Yes, still loading. Don't think we can see it. It's pitch black, I think.
Ah, okay. Okay, let me share again.
Oh yeah, I think we can see it.
You can see the data, right? Okay, good. So these are the data. Okay, just now I import the data, so there are in total 35 data set. Okay, so all these data, either they are fruits or they are vegetables category. So these are the name of particular item with their minerals content. Okay, so now can you see the canvas screen, the orange?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so now I'm going to create a smart prediction model, okay, to identify, just like I give the property, I don't tell what is this item, okay? Let the machine to guess, or actually I cannot say guess, the machine will predict what are they, okay? So first of all, I must, okay, apply the learning model. Okay, in this example, there are few learning model here. Okay, I put a decision tree. Okay, a tree model. You must train up the tree, just like you must train up your model, just like when you are a young child, right? So I train you, or you learn from the environment. So the more you learn, then you pick up the experience, okay? And then, okay, to view. So we want to view, right? Because we can't see what is in our brain until we visualize it, okay? So I put a tree viewer, okay, to see what our tree looks like. Okay, can you see the tree here? You can see, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is the decision tree, right? So this software, okay, the model will instantly help you to translate your data, okay, after you process your data, right? Just now you perceive, so now you process. After you process, then in your mind, now it's in the machine mind, of course, okay, they come up with a model, like a concept. In our human term, we call it concept, okay, but in machine learning, or we call it model. So this is a model, okay. Now we want to do a prediction. Okay, let's see. I have dummy data. Okay, I put in the dummy data here. This dummy data, I'm going to put, okay. Later, I will show you what is inside the dummy data. Okay, so to show you, I apply the data table. Okay. So this is the dummy data. Okay, what is the category, right? I don't tell the category. I just give the machine. Okay, these are the properties, the mineral content. So can you tell me what is this? With this mineral content, can you tell me what is this, right? So let the machine do the prediction. Okay, so now I will put in the prediction. So it's like a crystal ball, but this crystal ball is not, you know, this crystal ball is with a valid reasoning. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we will apply the crystal ball here. Okay, yeah, let the crystal ball predict what are the 3 unknown items. Okay, so now let's see. Actually, just now I put in the, okay, this is 3, the decision tree. Okay, actually just now I choose, when you refer back to my data set, right? I choose an apple, a beetroot, and blackberry. So there are fruit, vegetables, and fruit. Okay, and by the machine, first of all, they pick up the learning, okay, by using the decision tree. So I feed 35 records to the decision tree. So let the decision tree to learn, okay, if that is an apple, how it looks like. If there is a fruit, okay, how it look like, the mineral content. So after getting the concept right, now I just test the model, okay. So by feeding in 3 dummy data and let the model to do the prediction. And true enough, the model is able to tell me, okay, the apple is a fruit, okay, this is the mineral content of an apple. I just randomly pick from just now the data set, okay, the full record. And the second one is the beetroot, okay, this is the mineral content of the beetroot. And lastly, this is the blackberry, okay. And you can apply different learning model, okay, not only decision tree, but other model like KNN. Just now you learned KNN, right? So you also can apply and do the prediction, okay, just like here. Then you train the KNN, then you put it in the prediction, and let's see. Okay, and the KNN, K nearest neighbor, also give the same answer. Okay, fruit, vegetables, and fruit. So without any programming, you can create a prediction system or prediction model. That is why we call it Lite machine learning prediction. Simple and beautiful. Okay, so now let us go back to our slides.
Hi, students. At this point, anybody have any questions? Doctor, so I think we've seen a few formulas in your slides. Do I need to be good in mathematics in order to take up a computer science course?
Okay. For at the undergraduate level, okay, our university's computer science course, right? Our focus is more on the algorithm part. Okay, of course, by having a very good mathematics skill is definitely an advantage to master AI. But at the undergraduate level, okay, it is more important to understand the working, the algorithm. When it goes to a postgraduate level, then we will investigate and go deep into the mathematics. Okay, but definitely a logical mind is a very crucial, okay, for computer science. And let us just go through, okay, what International University of Malaya Wales have offered for Bachelor of Computer Science, okay, honor program, honor degree. And in our Bachelor of Computer Science, okay, why we offer this subject, okay, because now we can see there is a demand, a growing in the area of computer science, because we are living in digital age, okay. So having a skill, okay, to process the data and be able to design a smart machine to help people to lighten their work, that is a very crucial in this digital age, okay. So there is a demand for computer science. And the special of IUMW computer science is, okay, we join review our syllabus with the industry advisor panel. So we always keep our syllabus up to date and link to the industry need, okay. Well, all these industry advisor panel, they are from the industry, so they know what are the demand at the marketplace nowadays. Okay, and our preview for computer science, we have artificial intelligence. These are our highlight, okay, Java programming or database, and we have a programming subject. Okay, when talking about computer science, programming is a core. Okay, and also the latest topic like machine learning, cloud computing, big data, and data mining. So this is the progression plan for the learning pathway. Okay, so to join computer science, first, computer science is at the stage number 3, right? So first stage is the foundation or pre-U or A level. And then the second, okay, is the diploma in IT or computer science. Okay, then Bachelor of Computer Science, and the future pathway, as I mentioned, if you are interested in AI, right? So you can go further to master study, okay, focusing on AI, and also PhD study. So at these 2 levels, when you still study AI, but the depth is different, okay? You need to go deep into the fundamental theory part, okay? In undergraduate, it's more on the hands-on, okay? You learn, you apply. So this is the 3-year program's content, okay? So first year, the training is focusing on the programming skill, okay? So to study or to master artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data analytics, okay, a good programming skill is definitely an advantage, okay? So, and we have computer graphics, some of the highlight, discrete structure, mathematics, okay, to train your logic, and networking, communication. So these are the core subject, year 1 and year 2, okay? And year 2, we have the artificial intelligence, okay, a greater intensity. Until year 3, you go deep into the artificial intelligence that cover data mining and machine learning and big data technology, as well as prepare you to the industry with the industrial training. Okay, so these are the emerging technology in the area of computer science, like cloud computing, data science, big data analytic, okay, not big data analysis. Analysis is a past tense, so you must go for the analytic, the future tense, right? Okay, and artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality. So these are the few emerging areas you can venture into. Prepare yourself for the incoming 20 to 30 years. Okay, so these are the top career currently and also in the coming 30 years, okay, 20 to 30 years, like data scientist, enterprise architect, okay, full stack engineer, development, the engineer, okay, and machine learning engineer, software engineer, okay. And I'm sharing with you, these are some of the happening event for our computer science program, okay. So just now I mentioned our syllabus is tied to the industry needs. So every year we invite the industry panel to revise our syllabus, okay, to review our syllabus. So also from time to time we incorporate the industry, the people, okay, to join our the event or students coursework assignment. Like this is one of the assignment event, okay, in computer science, BITS, okay, bridging the innovation, technology, and science, okay. And we invited the industry panel to evaluate the students' work, to give feedback to the students, okay. And we also participated in the Premier Pride Challenge the program. So, and we received 2 awards from the Premier Pride Challenge 2019 organized by MDEC. Okay. One is the Intel, the best university in core curriculum embedment for IUMW, and our core curriculum is tied to the Intel Academy's syllabus. Okay. And the other one is the most engaged university from non-premier digital text institution. And these are some of our the students event where we invited the industry panel to give feedback. And also from time to time, there are webinars from the industry players so that the student can keep up to date what is happening in the marketplace. Okay, thank you. That is all for my sharing.
Thank you, Dr. Ashley. There is a question from Wei Hong. He's asking whether there is any relationship between AI, AR, and VR.
Okay. Basically, there are different topics. Okay. AR and VR is a virtual augmented. Okay. And the other one is also is an augmented technology. So an augmented technology can be without the intelligent element inside. Okay. So if you are interested in the AR or VR, of course, when we do AR and VR, right, if we have the intelligent element inside, it will make the system more interesting and responsive, right? Otherwise, without you take out the AI element, your AR and VR would be just following the step-by-step instruction. Instead, you just have the 3D view. Okay, you bring the computer graphic into the real world, or you bring the real world into the computer scene. So the difference between AR and VR. I hope I answer your question.
Answer your question, Wei Hong? Right. I think one interesting question from me is that I think we've talked a lot about AI. I think it has gone quite far right now. Even like surgeries can be done with AI, right?
Yeah.
It's already everywhere in the business world, in e-commerce and everything. So what would you say is the end goal of AI right now? Is it to replace us, or?
Actually, the end goal there, the ultimate purpose, okay, what I can share is because nowadays AI is really growing, and literally in industry, every area, literally they want to transform their traditional business model into a smart model. Okay, but that is why there is no end for AI. Of course, in technology, there's always progressing. Okay, but the ultimate goal, what we want to achieve in AI is a machine that can think rationally and act rationally. Yeah. But somehow, just a side note from that, okay, because I gave a talk about AI in future works. So I also received some feedback from audience. Okay, they are working adults. So they have a concern, like with the growing of AI, will human be replaced by the machine one day? You know, a lot of job will be replaced, like the routine job. Okay, of course, some of the job with the routine nature, okay, it will be replaced by not only AI. Actually, it is throughout the evolvement, okay, of the technology, from automation to AI. Okay, last time automation also, you know, they replace certain job with certain characteristic, like very routine, you know, so robot can do it. So in future, actually, this is not a concern, because AI, okay, like just now I mentioned few of the job on demand, right? One is the machine learning engineer. So with the advent of the new technology, at the same time, the byproduct is also create a new type of job. In 20 years ago, we never heard of data analysts, right? We never heard of machine learning engineers. So these are future jobs. Okay, so that's why an advice to our audience here is, don't think of you will be replaced, but instead think of what new things you can create. Okay, always think ahead. Yeah, I hope I answered your question.
I think that's very good advice, because there is a lot of open source tools out there, like even the orange mining you mentioned. So yeah. I think computer science, to the students here, computer science is a career that you guys should really look into, because actually what you need to do in this career is basically you need to have a computer, and you can basically work, anywhere, anytime around the world, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I think there is. Oh, Wei Hong came back with another interesting question. Is it possible that AI will cause extinction?
Oh, okay. As I mentioned, okay, human and machine should collaborate instead of replacement. Yeah, okay. So don't think of replacing. Of course, like we have a new technology. We need a new team of people to operate that technology. So that is why AI is creating future job. Okay, so think of what kind of future job you can venturing in. Yeah, and of course, you need, even though AI is smart, machine is smart, okay, intelligent machine, but you still need a human to operate it, to manage, to administer. Yeah.
Students, if you still have questions, please keep them coming. So just curious, Doctor, do you have any short or introductory courses that students can, let's say, before they decide to take up a foundation or diploma in computer science?
Oh, okay. This is a very good suggestion. In fact, I never thought of that. Thank you for the audience and the suggestion. Okay, I appreciate it. Currently, I do not have any the short course to prepare, but as I mentioned, why I give the small demo, because I hope everybody, even though Leon, okay, after the webinar can download Orange without any programming skill. You see whether you like or not, you can create the model. As long as you have the data, then you put it into running. Okay, so that is how you can you try it, and then you see whether you are interested or not. So it will is it give you a very like it can be a hobby, or you yet to find out, or maybe you like it, but you never know, right, until you have a hands-on experience. Oh, I really keen on this field, then you can go deeper into that. Yeah.
From Rudra, what is the software that is used to create coding for AI?
Okay, coding for AI. Nowadays, right, like just now I show you, Orange is already a package, so you do not need to have the any programming skill to venture into AI. But if you are interested, of course, like in programming, you can learn Python. Okay, nowadays we have a lot of the pre-packaged AI model package. So you do not need to like code line by line. So you can, as long as you know a very fundamental of Python programming skill, the syntax, okay, then you can import the library, you call the function. Oh, I want a care nearest neighbor. So I call the function dot care nearest neighbor. Then you put in your data. Then you can have a model. Okay, because the time limitation, I'm able to share the Python the programming skill, how to create the AI model in, you know, in 10 minutes. Okay, so this the orange is 5 minutes. So you can try. Okay, and I can recommend you also, the other one is Weka. Also is an open source, WEKA, and there are two interfaces. Okay, one is the GUI, where you can just like Orange, you know, import your data and then you do the AI model. The other one is a library. So once you master the GUI, you want to have a program yourself. Perhaps you have a Raspberry, you venture before, right? Now you want to put in the learning element into your Raspberry product, then you can use either Python, the Scikit-learn, or Weka library, okay, to help you to create a model, then you can put in your Raspberry product. The assignment as a small assignment. Yeah.
I think there are a few more questions. I don't think we'll be able to take all of them, but I will be briefing you students on how you can communicate with IUMW's personnel directly.
Yeah.
Right. So perhaps one last question from Wei Hong. Is AI capable of independent thinking, or like, you know, are they confined to what the programmers program them to do?
Okay. Yeah. AI actually, they are not confining only to what they are fed. Okay, like just now I mentioned, basically, if you really venture into AI, because I can't cover much here, okay, there are two machine learning, there are two paths of machine learning. One is unsupervised, one is supervised. Okay, so supervised, we focus on, we feed the data to the model. So the model will pick up the historical, or we call it the experience. Then from there, the model can go further, just like human, right? So I pick up the historical data. Then now when things happen, I know how to respond or react. The other pathway of machine learning is unsupervised. So unsupervised means nobody teach the machine, but the machine has to own self figure out. Of course, how to figure out? There are algorithms to help to figure out, you know. Okay, so there is another pathway, we call it the evolutionary algorithm. Okay, so in evolutionary algorithm, we want the model, the machine, to jump out from this the data that we fed to them, or the program we wrote. Okay, so from there, that is why we call evolution. Okay, there is a mechanism, okay, to optimize it. Then it can jump out from the normal learning pathway, okay, and venture out and to the alternative learning pathway. Yes, there is such algorithm to do it, if you really look into the AI. Okay, and at our today's sharing, we just share a fundamental concept. But when you really venture into it, like you spend one semester, like just now I show you IUMW syllabus, right? The year 2 we learn AI, okay? But in year 3, we prepare you with different types of the learning methods. So that is another level of understanding of AI. Okay, so I hope I answer your question. Yes, there is. Yeah.
That's very interesting. I think I should take up your course as well. All right, quick question. So what is the minimum requirements for students that they need to enter this course?
Okay, the minimum requirement, because the requirement, okay, I have been out of track from the, no, so I think the best person to answer this question, can I ask our program consultant, Miss Kiki?
Yes, coming on board shortly. Hello everyone, I'm Kiki. So to enter our computer science program, you need to have a minimum of a foundation background. If you have done A-levels, you are also welcome to enter this particular program. However, we will need to look whether you have done any maths before. I'm going to share my screen on our general guide so you can have an idea precisely on what the entry requirement is. So hold on 1 second. Okay, where's my share screen?
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
We can.
So over here, as you can see, not just someone from foundation or A-levels. If you come from STPM, we also welcome you. If you come from diploma, we also welcome you. But if you come from a different diploma, like if you came from a diploma in mass comm or diploma in sciences, we would definitely need to see what courses you have taken previously, as well as the course syllabus, to determine whether there's any form of credit transfer. If there is, then your duration of study with us in the bachelor program will be lesser. As a result, your total tuition will be definitely smaller amount. So here you can see, this is our total fee for local student. As long as you have a Malaysian IC, you'll be paying this amount for 3 years long. If you're an international student, that will be the amount for 3 years long. So our intake for this year, the February one has just ended. The next one is coming up in July. The first day of class is on July 4th. The next, for the September intake, we postpone it to be a little bit later. The first day of class for that intake will be on October 10th. So if you want to know more about our scholarship, feel free to check out Edumetry's website. We actually post all the scholarships there. If you have any other further questions about our program, feel free to ask.
So Ms. Kiki, when you mentioned mathematics, so they need to have a credit in additional mathematics in SPM level. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. So like in STPM, you take 4 subjects, right? In A-levels, you also take like 4 different subjects. So if you don't have any math there, we will need to look at your SPM.
All right. Is there any other questions from the students?
Hi, can I just add something?
Yes, Ms. Caroline, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm the program manager for computer science. Yes, I think there was a few questions asking about this from the science art stream from SPM. If they can do computer science, yes, you can. You can come to the foundation of arts, okay, but then you will take a special math. So there would be a mathematics that would be, there must be a credit in additional maths. So if you do not have additional maths, all right, then when you come to the university, you will do one math subject. Okay, unless you've already done that in A-levels, okay, or foundation, all right. But if none, like example, you take a foundation in arts, okay, then that special maths you can take during your foundation, all right. That would qualify you to do your computer science. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. If there's no other questions, we want to thank Dr. Ashley and Caroline and Ms. Kiki as well.